All right, here we are, game 4. This time we have Jeremy and Bad Chad against Moses and me. So let's see how Moses and I do. We will be serving first. Once this stops glitching, we will get this going. All right, here we go. All right, Mo, let's get started off right. Good drop to the middle there. And a high dink by me. That's not a good way to start. High dink. Don't like the high dink. Jeremy will punish that every time. Okay, we will take that freebie. Drop attempt from Chad. That's a better drop. And but a good put away by me. All right, so no damage, still 0-0. So let's see if we get a point this time. I like that drive down the middle. Good drop. Let's see, let's go cross. Just out of the reach of my paddle. You know, I like my speed up, if you would call it a speed up. It wasn't really sped up very much. I just got to trust that flick. I just didn't put enough on it. So Jeremy was very able to handle that. Oh, now I'm really getting frustrated. So that's just way too much kind of this motion. I just turned my wrist too much. It's kind of more elbow. I think I'm realizing it's more of an elbow hinge, not a wrist hinge on those rolls, essentially. It's a good attack by Chad there. Had Mo on his back heels there. Tough to do, but Mo's got to stay kind of on his toes, but that's really tough to do when that guy's coming at you pretty hard. That's a rare miss for Jeremy on a drive. Good serve. Okay, that was better. I got a little bit better roll on that one. Okay, 0-1. Drop. Like it. Like going to the middle there. Ooh, I don't like that. Good D though by Mo. Oh, and a great back flick from Chad. Somehow we got out of that one. Moses hit a high shot, put him on D, but he defended really well and had a good lob in there, and we somehow got out of that one. So always try to make him hit one more. Right, that's an ill-advised drop volley from Chad, which brought me to the line and got us a point. I think the drop volley is probably utilized a little bit too much in our game. It clearly works well, especially against folks that are a little bit less mobile or super far back, but in that case, I'm fairly mobile and I wasn't that far back. Pop up by me. Yeah, so they did a good job of making me stretch out there, and I needed to reset that to the middle. I was trying to do that, but just popped it up too much. Oh, I didn't think I made it. Got lucky. That drop, I was off my back foot a little bit because it was a good deep return. But I put just enough on it. Just enough. Barely enough. Another good deep return. See if we can get ourselves to the line. Nope. Can do it. So I went to Mo's backhand there, which, you know, he's got a great backhand, but it just pressured him a little bit too much. Caused a pop up. Come on, Chad. Hold on to the ball. Let's go. Nice. I like those backhand rolls from Mo. All right, who's the first one to speed up here? That's me, and that was not a good... I reached. You can, look, let's put this back. we can see me, rather than shuffle, I mean, I took a half step. I needed to shuffle step over. That's just way too much of a reach. If I'm going to do that, then I'm just going to have to just dink that. And I tried to speed up, and it's just so high across the middle. Just not good. So that's just lazy footwork by me. Yep, I'm telling myself I reached. Missed drop from Chad. Something to watch for. We might want to start returning to him more. He starts to get a little bit of a funk there from that. That was a good drive from Jeremy. And it looked like that might have been in. Let's take another look at that. First of all, that was a really good drive and a really good follow. No, I think that was probably out. Okay, I think it was a good call. I think they're questioning it, but that was out. Oh, I was about to say good fifth shot drop, but I missed it. The only one I got to dribble over the net, ran out of luck on that. It was close. Okay, good deep return again. Come on, let's get it to bounce. There we go. Now we're at the line. It's a good dink from Chad and out. Went to the well one too many times. I think he's better off going middle after stretching me out on that previous dink rather than trying to go even farther to the corner there. A little high again by me. Good moving around to the dink there by Chad. Short return. Let's see if I can just keep pressuring Chad's backhand here. I'm going, that's my fourth one at him. I handled all of them. Oh, and I handled the speed up. I was ready. I was in position. Let's watch that. So Mo initiates speed up. He fights that off, but gives Jeremy a real opportunity. Let's see if my paddle is in good position. It looks like it's in good position. Yep, and yeah. So it's a good job of being in the ready position. I'm gonna give myself kudos for that. I didn't get scared, didn't back off, just stayed solid. Something I've been working on. Nice drive, well handled by Mo. I thought that was rolling over. Whew, it did not. All right, what's the score here? Something 4-2-1 or 1-2-1? I don't know. I think Chad was just not ready for that high one. Otherwise, he's going to put that away 99% of the time. 5-2. Okay, we are. 5-2-1. All right. Into the Tui. Oh, I should not have run around that. I should have gone backhand on that. That was going to be an out ball. The Chad hit. We're still going. Oh boy, he pressured me well on that one. Oh, I was there. I anticipated where the ball was going to be, and I think I over-anticipated. I swung too early. Just needed to stay under control. But that was a good point. That was a good point. Comment was it got weird. I'd like to see Mo again get his weight going more forward when he's hitting drops. He's just hitting them too high. When it's his forehand, not with his backhand. His backhand's good. That was a good reset to middle there for Mo. Yep, good eye. I love the reset. That's worth. Let's just worth, because I think a lot of people end up trying to hit a hard cross in this situation. When we get to this, all right. So he goes there. Okay, and it's a good pressure dink from Chad. So there's a good formula. I think Colin Johns was the one that said this. Think of an aggressive dink as 2 and a defensive dink as a 1, and you want the equation to always equal 3. So Chad hit a aggressive dink, so that's 2. So Moses needs to hit a 1 dink. If Moses tries to hit a 2 dink, an aggressive dink back, he's probably going to miss it, right? Because he is stretched here. So his best bet is to hit a 1 dink. What's a 1 dink? That would be a reset to the middle. And when I say middle, I mean middle between Chad and Jeremy. Now in this case, because they're pretty well spaced out, it's kind of the middle of the court, but it isn't always necessarily the middle of the court. And so this gives A, a higher chance that Moses gets a dink in, and B, gives him time, because he was stretched, so now he needs time to get back over. Now I would say what Moses needed to do here was stay on the line, first of all, not so far back, and shift over a little bit. I think he's a little bit too far to his left. I think he should be more middle, towards the middle here. But that's neither here nor there. He hit a great reset dink, and there wasn't really much that Chad could do with it, right? In fact, Chad gives me an opportunity to hit a speed up, which I do. Pretty decent speed up. Which now, see again, now if Mo, here's the thing I would say, Mo, if you had been at the line, right, and more towards the middle, this response from Chad would be an easy put away. This was harder because you're farther off the line for you to put this away. You do a good job of getting it down though, and getting the point. But just, so it was a great point all the way around. But an opportunity, I think, just for Mo to kind of be on the line and shade it over a little bit. But it was all because he hit that reset, hit that 1 dink against a 2 dink. All right, I fought him off. I was trying to hit some resets in there. I couldn't quite get the ball to bounce, but at least I made it not so easy for Chad to... Sorry, I kind of fast forward a little bit through that, but let's see how that we ended up where I missed that. So let's see, I am moving. So I think the reason I missed this, I'm still moving. So I should have split step right before Jeremy hit it. So I should have my feet wide and ready. And instead I split step late, and now I had to shift back over and just caused me to take a bad angle with my paddle there. So, you know, you could blame the form of my volley, which wasn't good, but the form of my volley was because I wasn't set. I was still moving. Sometimes, okay, if you're crashing, of course you're going to be moving when you hit, but that was not a time for me to crash. Okay, see, I did a good reset to the middle because he gave me a 2 dink. There's another 2 dink. So that was kind of a 1.5 dink, I'd say, and I tried to go a 2 dink on that. Probably would have been better off doing a 1 dink back. It wasn't a super aggressive dink by Chad, but obviously I tried to do too much there. Oh, and that's a really good. Let's see if Mo was out of position there, or if that was just that good of a shot by Jeremy. All right, so first of all, I mean, it was a good return, right? It was deep, definitely deep and into the corner. The only bad thing about corner shots is it does create angles, but in this case, I need to cover middle, and Mo is just too far over. So Mo should have been 1 more step over to his left because I've got middle. There's no reason for him to take middle here. I don't know if I went to middle. Yeah, I was pretty much middle. So yeah, we're both squeezing middle in this case. So it opens up that sideline. Yep. So it was a great shot by Jeremy, but also space created by Mo by being shaded over too much to the middle there. And good on Jeremy to see that, take that shot. All right, good lead. I find the lower I get myself at the line when someone's hitting a third, the more likely I will let a ball go out. It's just easier to let it go. Now I was moving there and I got lucky, but I put it in a good spot. I saw Chad shade over out of the corner of my eye, and so I did an inside out there. I remember that shot. I like my choice of hitting a drive there. That was interesting. I'm not sure why Chad chose that. Why he chose to not hit backhand here. So I think he needs to go backhand roll, right? Instead of trying to force I guess a scorpion you would call that, but that's a pretty tough spot. I think that ball's just dropping more than he realized. But I think it's an easy shot if he goes backhand here. Or his other option, well, yeah, I think he goes backhand. I was going to say he could have Jeremy step over and take it, but Jeremy's a lefty, so it's Jeremy's backhand too. So this is also a case of, they didn't stack on this one, or unwind on the stack, I guess. And so there's two backhands in the middle. I think otherwise that awkward shot he hits doesn't happen because I think Jeremy's forehand takes it. All right, let's see if they do a switch. So they're not, interesting, they are not switching. So they are purposely going backhands in the middle, and we're attacking the middle. So smart of us to do that. See if it pays off for us. Man, they are getting everything back. Gee, Christmas. How long is this going to go on? All right, they earn their way to the line. Uh-oh. Dead dink. I remember that. I was totally expecting a speed up from Chad. It was a dead dink, and there's a lot of things Chad could have done with it, and I was so expecting a speed up, and so the off speed just threw me off. But that was a good long rally. All right, we definitely need to be attacking the middle though if they're going to continue to. Okay, this time they switched. I don't know, why did I miss that dink? Why did I miss that? It wasn't hard. So I got that one and I reset that to the middle because again it was a 2 dink from Chad and I'm off the line, so I did a 1 dink back. It wasn't the best because Jeremy was able to get it out of the air. Oh, I see what's going on. I'm just not at the line yet, so I think that's my problem. So I'm basically now, I'm in the transition zone. And I mean, I think it's just purely being, I don't think my form was bad or anything. It was just I should have gotten myself to the line, probably. I think that was where I went wrong. I didn't come up. Oh! Whew, we got lucky there. The net really created a pop-up there, and I think it just threw off Chad's timing. Otherwise, he puts that away easily. All right, I like my return, forcing a backhand shot from Jeremy. Whew! I was there. It was there. Jeremy, why did you miss that? Let's see if there's anything we can see. Alright, so I hit, and it's high. Jeremy's set. I just, maybe too big of a swing. I think that's about the only thing you can critique. I mean, the form was good and everything. Just missed it. I mean, he hit the top of the net, so that's going to happen. I don't think there's anything to critique really there. He just didn't hit it over. The only thing you could maybe argue is maybe more compact swing there. Drive to the middle, well handled. Good shot from Chad. I like Chad's lean in there. So let's. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of slow-mo in this one, but why not? Why not? Because we can. So here's a great display of leaning in and going on one leg to keep your balance, which allows him to get on top of the ball and make a tough shot for Mo. Mo's check looking backwards. Would it have gone out? I don't think it would have. I think he had enough topspin on that. I think it was going to stay in. It was close though. I don't think there's any. I think it would have been tough to let that go. Oh, I think I was. All right. So whose ball was that? Is that Mo's or mine? Comment below. Whose ball is this? So I am. Here's my problem. I'm doing an inside out, right? I run around to my forehand, which I like to do, and I like to do an inside out drop because it creates a good angle. And it was a decent drop. It wasn't the best because it didn't bounce. And it doesn't even need to bounce like I've talked about before. I think if it's at his shin, that's good. This was more just above his knee. So that does give him an opportunity to get a little aggressive on here. But there's a gap between Mo and I. Because I've run around it, I'm way off to the side. So I guess Mo has to make a choice. Where is the tougher shot? Is it tougher for Jeremy to go middle here or down the line? And I'd say it's tougher to go down the line for sure. So I think if Mo's picking, I think he takes one step over, knowing that I'm pretty far over on my side to cover me, basically to help me out. And I think I'm anticipating that Mo is going to do that. But he doesn't. And Jeremy wisely puts it down the middle here. And we just don't have a play on it. Like he just dissected right between the two of us. So I don't know. I could be wrong. I just think because of the shot I chose, you could blame me running around to my forehand. But once I've done that, I think Mo's got to help me out and cover. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, I think I faked Jeremy out on that. Usually I like to do my inside out, so he was probably anticipating that, and I just came over it. It's a little risky because I could hit it out, but I'm trying to moderate that. Ugh, I don't like that. I probably stood up. When I miss long with my 2E backhand, it's because I don't stay low through the shot. All right, I'm low there, I'm low, and I stood up. Not a ton, but just enough. So I got to just stay low through the shot. Finish low, basically, instead of finishing high. Okay, this is a return that should be punished, and it was, but handled by Mo. And out. Okay, I think we get lucky there. Mo's return was short. I think he's got to watch for that. He tends to short hop his returns, which can be effective, but you've got to hit him deep because there's not going to be any pace on him, right? And so this is a combination of being short with no pace. Oh, that was there. That was there. Just missed it. We got what we wanted. I hit a good aggressive dink. A 2 dink, as we were talking about, and I think Chad tried to hit a 1 dink back, but didn't go to middle. He went to Mo. Oh! Whoops. All right, let's watch this. All right, so I do another inside out drop to the corner, and it's a good one, and Mo's anticipating, okay, I can tell this is going to be good, so I'm going to cover middle. And so actually I don't blame Mo for this because we were just talking about earlier, he's got to guard middle because I'm so far over. I just think he probably went too early maybe because Chad sees him go that direction, right? So I think if he waits a split second and then steps over, maybe Chad goes middle here. but he just full on committed, and it was a great shot by Chad. Good awareness by Chad. You know, that's going to happen. You know, you got to play aggressive. I love that Mo crashed on my drop. It's way better than if he, like I was playing earlier this morning and I hit a great drop inside out and my partner didn't come up, and the other guy hits a floater and it bounced in front of my partner and it could have been an easy put away. So good that you crashed, Mo. Just got caught with the shorts down a little bit. I love how I talked over my last mistake, so like it never happened. All right, I stayed low on that one, so I didn't hit that one long. Ooh, one-handed backhand speed up. I don't do that very often, but I don't know what compelled me to try that, but it works somewhat. I think I saw the middle opens, what I saw, but it really wasn't that open because Jeremy's forehand was in the middle, but oh, it was high. Just like the way I started out the game, a high backhand dink. So that's something I've got to work on. Normally I don't hit those that high, so I don't know what was going on in this game, but I definitely had two of them do that, and that's another high one. Oh. Whew. Sometimes you just gotta stick your paddle out. That's why you never give up. Don't turn around. Don't give up. I knew I had a big pop-up. It was going to be a hard shot back. Got lucky. It's a dead drop. That's what I would call that. That's the Moses hop, step, drop, and it bounces high. But we got away with it, I think. Oh my God. All right, let's comment again below. Whose ball is this? All right, so let's look at this. Okay, so I've got forehand in the middle, and for context, you know, Mo and I have talked. It's like I got forehand in the middle. I'm gonna take the ball if it's a foot to maybe even 2 feet to his side. I'm gonna generally take that ball. Now also this is a diagonal shot, right? So Chad's returning diagonal to me, so you could also think of the X. So there's two things working. I've got forehand in the middle and it's the X. And so, and where does it land? It lands less than a foot on Moses' side. So Moses, this is what I tell him, like, he should not be anywhere near that ball right now. He should be shading over to his right to clear space, knowing that forehand takes the middle. And it's not just my forehand has the middle. I tell him he's got forehand in the middle too when he's on that side. And so I kind of purposely will step to the right in those cases so that there's no question that it's his ball. So anyway, it's just something we struggle with because I know Mo likes his backhand. But I'm going to be able to do more with my forehand than he's going to be able to do with his backhand. I'm going to argue. So, but anyway, we both hit it. That's why it sails that far. So it's just a thing that is. Now I didn't call it, so that's the other thing. I didn't say me. So I need to over communicate there. But shouldn't have to call those, honestly. Oh God, I can't believe that stayed in. And I missed it. I hate that. Hit some good offensive shots. Greatly defended by Jeremy. Somehow that one stays in. And so, anyway, they get the point. They give it right back to us in that. I gave one, they give me one. That should have been a put away by Chad. Oh, God, that's a good shot. So I just think Moses there should have gone middle and not down the line to Chad because it was high, and it was just a great shot by Chad too, though. I mean, I don't think I'm out of position. I think I've got to play middle there, but not a lot I can do about that. If I was younger and faster, maybe I get that. But shit, I'm almost 58. What can I do? Uh-oh. Boy, that would have been an Ernie ball there. Just gotta watch those down the line shots. Hey! What was that? That was crap. I think I remember that. I was halfway between hitting a dink and hitting a speed up. And at the last second, I think I decided to hit a speed up, and that was dumb. And was just a horrible shot. Alright, we're kind of falling apart now. I think ever since we had that clash in the middle, I think it got in our head. I think we got a little down. And they seized momentum. So we were playing well early. We had the lead early. Now I think we're behind. 6-10. Yeah, we're definitely behind. 6-10. Alright, I took forehand that time, but still he's crowding me. I would just say he's crowding me, so I don't feel like I can get a full swing on it. So if Mo and I are going to play more together, which maybe we're not, maybe he's like, I don't want to play with Thomas anymore. I'm just going to have to tell him, shade over to your right so you're not crowding me there. Trust me to take the ball. And I'll trust you to take the ball when you're on that side. And if I can't get it, I'll yell you. Alright, we need to get some points. Oh! Alright. Well, that's unlike Jeremy. Alright, it's 8-10. 8-10-2, I think. Let's see if we can get this back to even. It was a good deep turn from Chad. I was out. Alright, 10-8. Let's see if we can hold them. Game point. Short return. Ooh! Alright, good shot, Mo. Kept it low. I don't blame Jeremy for trying to crash on that. It's just too low for him to do anything with it. It was a good shot by Mo. Ooh! I don't know. Was that in? Let's take a little look-see here. It's definitely an aggressive return by me. Let's see. Can't tell. Really hard to tell. Like I'm moving my head like I can see around Jeremy. That might have been out. That's really hard to tell. They didn't call it out. They played it, so. Alright, we get another chance. 8-10-1. Ugh. Not sure what happened there. 8-10-2. Drop. Oop, almost missed it. Alright, I kept that one low. Goodbye. Alright. Get another chance at it. Their third game point. Oh, that was a good shot by Chad. I don't know how I got that. But boy, had us on our heels. So, good shot, good game. 11-8, well fought. A game of momentum for sure. Alright, that wraps that one up. On to the next one.